for me, but I'm Gary say you already know. Let me rap with you podcast. You already know it's your boy 215 Got Beats, aka Streets, aka you already know this. We got a very special guest for I ain't even gonna lie. When I say special, I had to stop and say that because not only is this a special guest, but this is one of I call it overdue. I have a list of guests who is like this was long overdue. I feel like
I agree.
Nah, facts. I feel like this one was definitely long overdue. But I'm not gonna lie though, like, bro, it's been on a hell of a run. I'm not even gonna lie. If you check by the time this interview drops, the number is probably gonna be at 3 million streams. If you check this man's catalog, 2.7
Yeah,
million them running. And I'm Gary said we gonna just name a few people because I'm just gonna go off of, me being a fan. Because for me, it started out, of course, shout out to the Black Soprano Eskimo, shout out to Duckman. When it started off right from the intro with him and Zookeeper, that's where
gas.
that's where it opened up the door for me. And then leading on to that, I mean, I ain't never got no free Griselda tickets, but shout out to
You feel
Camino,
me?
shout out to Bass.
Mm-hmm.
That was just another thing, another way of getting put on to the bro. But like I said, it's so much more that we gonna get into. And for
Yes,
those
sir.
who love producer tags, shout out to Duckman, because I'm pretty sure y'all know about this. Zay, what up, nigga? Because we got Beats by Zay in the fucking building. What's up with you, bro?
My dog, bro. Last time I seen you was what, like a few months ago, and at the show in Silver Spring, right?
The money and power tour in Silver Springs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which honestly, bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I will say this personally before we actually get into the nitty. I was mad as shit because and I tell people this. I took a lot of pictures with a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, not even just like during the Money and Power tour, but like even during like off dates, I was taking pictures with a lot of people, and I was mad that I didn't get a picture with you because you're one of my favorite producers that I'm really tuned into right now. So it's like,
Yeah.
but it's like. I'm not gonna lie, that was my first time on a major tour like that. So I was just really embracing the moment, just knowing that I'm even sitting in the room with all you guys backstage and all that. So
Facts.
I guess I was just embracing the moment more. Maybe I wasn't just pressed about it. Like I was just like just the fact that like, wow, I'm sitting here with Duck, Rick, shout out to Hezzy, shout out to all them, shout out to the whole BSF. The fact that I was even sitting there with y'all was just it was just
Yeah.
serene.
The vibe was perfect, bro. And like for me, like I never want people to be like, nah, I can't ask them for a picture. Like I'm regular, bro. So and I feel that too, because it's like once I started going on shows with them, like I'm normally like the quiet guy in the back, so I'm not asking for pictures either. So you feel me? I definitely get it. But for me, bro, anybody can ask for a picture, collab, and I'm not like how you want to put it, like I'm humble, bro. So hell yeah, you could have just asked for a picture for sure.
And
You could have got five,
I'll
10
definitely
pictures
be
in.
honest and definitely shout out on the collab part because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
collabs that you've done with producers is definitely I love because honestly a lot of producers nowadays will try to be like, oh, they'll do it on their own shit or this, that, and the third. You actually credit the people that you work with, so I actually got to give you dap on that
Mm-hmm.
too.
Every time, bro.
But
It's
honestly,
weird. It's weird
I,
not to.
yeah, no,
You know,
thank you.
it's
I'm glad
weird.
somebody feels that way.
Yeah, it's weird, bro.
I'm pretty sure that fans they're going to want to know all the great things, but me personally, I'm an origin person, so let's take it all the way back to Baltimore before the beats before Zay. So it's like,
Yeah,
what was that like? What was it like growing up in Baltimore and was music always something that was surrounding you, whether it was family or your friends, like was that something that you knew that was always going to come to you?
bro. To be honest, I have nobody in my family that's like that I would have got it from. I would say like just from listening to all kinds of music. Like my family, like they're from Trinidad, so I'm hearing calypso, all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, I really don't have a music background, bro. I kind of just was like, I always had an ear for it. But I would say like 2020. I was working at before and after care, right? So that was my only income. Shut us down was COVID. I'm getting all
Mm.
these COVID checks. I'm splurging, bro. Like I'm like, I gotta get something, like buy something that's worth it. So I'm like, shit. Bought a MacBook, started making beats, bro. That was 6 years ago. It's been great ever since, bro. So I really had no musical background, bro. Like, I really just listened to everything, and I don't know, kind of just came to me,
Besides the artists from Trinidad you were listening to, who were some of the artists in the States that you were tuned into,
bro.
like early on?
50 Cent, Wayne, Snoop, Hove,
Talk to
like
them.
everybody, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest, Drake, Meek, Dirt, Herb, like those are the people I'm listening to, like heavy Nip, like I can go on and on, bro. But like when I was a kid, it was more like Gucci, Jeezy, Boosie, like shit like that. Now it's like I kind of just like listen to what I make. Like I listen to Quack, Butch, Tech, Larry June, a lot of people, bro. I really try to listen to a lot of different kind of music and not just like specifically one genre. Like I even listen to Olivia Dean, bro.
Fucking right. Shit. Look, I say
Bro.
it like this, bro. I tell people I grew up off BC Boys and rock music and stuff like that. I've listened to all
Hmm.
types of genres growing up, EDM, all that. So, and definitely I gotta give a shout out to COVID too, because me, I was already in music, but COVID is like I started the podcast because of that. So it's like I definitely gotta give a shout out to COVID because like you said that, shout out my ex because like she used her COVID check and shit and helped me start the podcast and shit. So real shit.
You gotta do what you
Definitely have
gotta
to give
do,
her that
bro.
that.
You gotta do
No,
what you gotta do, bro.
definitely have to give her that. Always give her her flowers for that every time. But
Hmm.
honestly, the one thing I'll ask because you definitely mentioned some good names. Definitely shout out to YG Tech. Um, who were some of the first artists that started tapping into your beats like in the early days before the big names?
First name that come to mind, Crud Chopper, artist from Detroit.
Mm,
It's my guy. Rich Town Butter from Detroit, artist, cameraman for Vezo. He actually plugged me in for my placement with Vezo. I would say, bro, majority like when I was starting, like it was artists from Detroit. So those two guys, and then like some people were just buying beats, and then really, really, it like took a turn once me and Duck kind of connected, and that was through a feature from someone like out west,
mm.
and that was like 2022. Ever since then, we
Wow.
probably got like I don't know, like 600 songs, bro.
I'm gonna say I was about to say 1,000 the way Doug be working. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
we got hella songs, bro.
But me personally, and honestly, that's a great thing. And then definitely shout out to Duck because he definitely always makes sure to give you praise.
Hmm.
One thing that I'll definitely like to get into because and definitely shout out to Detroit. One thing I'll
Mm.
ask, you got one with Bodie yet?
Um, Not to my knowledge. I almost did.
Or it could be one
I
possibly
was
flowing in the universe that we don't
I
know
was
about.
super close, but someone else ended up getting on the song that I was like, cool, I'll take that too. So close, super close.
Mm. No, definitely shout out to Detroit. I definitely, shout out my guy Goten out there. I definitely sent him a couple beats. I gotta go through my
I
email and
love
definitely.
Detroit, bro.
No, I def gotta go to Detroit. That's still one city that I actually did not go to yet. I ain't go to Detroit yet.
I never even been there yet.
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna lie. Silver Springs, that was my first time out there. I've been to the DMV plenty of times, but Silver Springs, that was my first time out there. Definitely shout out my guy Clayton Jones. He definitely popped up with all the photography and stuff. Shout out my folks out DC and everything. And So one thing that you said earlier is that you listen to a lot of the stuff that you make. So when it comes to just the process of you making beats and just first off, I'm gonna guess FL Studio.
Of course,
I
every
engineer in that.
time,
I engineer in FL, so trust me. I
every
know
time.
it's hard to get away. I always be telling people I'm gonna transition to Logic and Pro Tools, but it'd be so hard to get away, bro. Because it's like
FL
I
every
can
time,
engineer
bro.
and make beats. I can engineer and make beats in this bitch. What? Come on.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. One stop shop.
Exactly. So it's
One
like
stop
I
shop.
can't lose.
Right.
So so what I'll say is this: you and Duck, y'all started out in 2022, and now we're sitting here at 2026. Y'all locked in the way that you guys are. So what I would say is when it comes to you and Duck working together and just sending beats off, you already like have a designated sound for him, or do you always like try to come up with something new for Duck when it comes to the sound?
I would say me and Duck already got our sound, bro. Like the first song we had, Lonely at the Top, gas.
Classic.
Soulful, yeah, soulful. First song, like I remember I screen recorded. I'm like, bro, I'm talking to my girl. I'm like, bro, do you see this? I'm like, this nigga can rap. And he from Alaska. What the fuck? Instant. But for Duck, I kind of just go with the flow, bro. Like unless he specifically asks for something, he knows exactly what I'm about to send every time, bro. Every
And
time, and he does every single beat. That's why we have so many songs. So
I'll tell you one thing, he shut Philly down. I remember the first time me and Butch actually talked face to face. He brought the whole BSF out, including Bodie that year. That was a 2024 tour. I think that was
mm,
the Everybody Can't Go tour.
mm,
Philly stop. First time I
insane.
first bro, when I tell you, first off, bitch was sold out.
Mm.
First off. And then he brought literally it's not one person from the roster that he did not bring out from Philly. Like he literally brought everybody out. But when he brought Duckman out,
It's different,
I
bro.
bro, I say it like this, bro. The whole room was shocked. Like this guy's from Alaska.
Bro,
Game
what I
changing,
said, bro.
pioneer shit. Like shout out to Duck. Like that shit.
Shout out Duck, bro.
No, look, and then that's why I said
That's
that night after that show, tuned into the album. The intro, I'm
immediately,
like, and then the intro, I'm like, wait, what? Who is this guy?
bro. Smoke that bitch, bro. And it's crazy because the intro, he couldn't really catch a flow. Like we were recording the tape in Buff at I forgot what the studio was called. Amazing Studio. He couldn't like get a vibe for the song. Bro, we were in there for hours, bro. He finally got that bitch. Masterpiece, bro. Masterpiece, bro.
No, I'm not even gonna lie.
Perfect intro.
No, I'm not even gonna lie. For me, that's probably that's definitely in my top 10 of intros, because I'm gonna be honest. A lot of intros people try to do like skits or shit or and
Typical
it's
shit.
and it's no disrespect. Do
Yeah.
what you do, but Duckman just brought the energy. Then you got Zookeeper talking his shit. First off, shout out to Zoo. Got
Shout out
Zookeeper
Zoo.
like
That's
that
my
old
boy.
that old mixtape feeling. Like you feel me? Like I
Brought
had
that back, bro. He brought that back, bro. I'm telling you.
first off,
Zoo be knowing, bro. Zoo be knowing.
now you about to go on tour with Skilla Bang. That's just insane.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Zoo be knowing, bro. I tell you that much. Nigga get on my nerves, but he definitely know what he talking about, bro. For
No,
sure.
I say it like this. Zoo definitely know his shit. I tell people no, like no matter how he get, he know his shit.
That's my boy. For
Like me
sure.
personally, every time I see Zoo, as much as I be wanting to talk to him, I be sitting there like just trying to learn. like just see how he move. So I don't,
bro.
so I don't even be trying to talk much.
That's all you can do, bro. I met Zoo. I met Zoo first time I met Duck. That's crazy. Cause I was working with Duck for like 2.5 years, 2.5, 3 years. Never met him. Met him at met him at the show where Butch brought out J. Cole in Baltimore.
Mm,
Insane. Surprise guest or whatever. But yeah, I met Duck and Zoo there. I'm like, bro, this guy's different. Like, I personally don't go to concerts like that, and I never really did before. But that concert, bro, like, believe it or not, I didn't know any Benny the Butcher songs at all.
mm.
I'm like, bro, this got to be the best concert I ever went to, bro. Like, I don't know, he really just know how to control the crowd at all times, bro.
Nah,
It's
definitely,
insane, bro.
and I definitely seen the love out Silver Springs. I definitely felt that energy out there. Definitely shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cra- and
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy, talking about Benny because like that 2024 show that same night, the last thing I told Butch before I left, I told him I said, "Bro, I'm gonna see you again. I'm gonna see
For
you again."
sure. Mm-hmm.
Then last year, just out of nowhere, first off, shout out to my boy H. He just so happened while BSF Tone, everybody know the story, him doing his 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
While he was doing his bid, my guy actually had seen him during that time. And then next thing you know, we just linked, started from a podcast, and next thing you know, he found out I engineered, and boom.
Perfect. Just organic, bro. Organic,
Next
bro.
thing, next thing you know, we on tour.
Bro.
I'm literally seeing the whole BSF again. Just,
It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It really be surreal.
hmm
No
I
bullshit.
ain't
I
gonna
ain't gonna
lie, that
lie.
shit, and it's so crazy because like I've studied BSF so much before this happened, so it's like just to see it all happen, and
Right in front of your face is crazy.
hmm
Very crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That is surreal.
no, definitely, and definitely shout out to BSF Tone because he definitely put his faith in me, just having me do everything that we've been doing, just even the first quarter run that we just did, like just definitely shout out to him because putting faith in somebody that you really don't know like that, and then we doing all this is
It's
it's
a long
it's
shot.
surreal. So
It's a long shot. Yeah. For real.
no, I had all faith. Like I knew same thing as Duck. I knew he was different. It's just the same thing as Duck.
Yeah, for sure.
Right here from home, but he was different with like same thing with OT. Like when
Yeah.
trust me, that's why Benny was smart when he got OT because it's like OT is different out here. I swear. I tell
No
people.
bullshit. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I definitely agree on that, bro. Like this, I really just got introduced to it like I said, bro, that day I met you and Duck in person. That was like 2023, 2020. No, that was 2024, some shit like that. I don't know, but
Mm.
yeah, bro. Yeah, roster is impeccable.
Would you say the build up that you and Duck had, would you say that led to you working with Camino and bass?
Absolutely, absolutely, bro.
Mm,
I'm gonna say at least 50% of my catalog is through connections from Duck, for sure,
that's facts.
for sure, bro. DZ, I locked in with DZ through Duck. I just got some shit with DZ and Sada. That's technically from Duck. Um, a bunch of shit, bro. Like people buying beats, like anything. So yeah, for sure, definitely through Duck, bro. Or Zoo,
Mm,
either or.
that's cr- That's crazy, and
Yeah,
all that, and I'll say it like this: when you heard Free Griselda tickets, how'd you feel when you first heard that?
man. I'm like, this shit gotta be on a vinyl.
Oh, definitely. I'm surprised Harlem Heat hasn't been on the run
Wasn't
for
on a
vinyl
vinyl.
right now.
When I heard that, I was like, wow. And then on top of that, I'm like, shit, my nigga Camino even gave a nigga a shout out on the song.
Hmm.
So shit, when I heard that, I'm like, damn, I need to get a vinyl for it.
And I'm not even
Simplicity,
gonna
and
lie,
it,
that's
it was it
definitely
was just perfect, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with it heavy.
one of Bass's best verses on that shit. I ain't even gonna lie.
Bass is bass is different, bro. Bass is
Yeah, and
different.
then shout to Ill Tone too, cause Free Griselda tickets, and then what's that song that Ill Tone did? Protect Me. That song, I think Ill Tone did that one. Shout out to him for that. You know, those are definitely my favorite songs off of Harlem Heat. I'll definitely say that. And
Yeah,
then definitely I definitely gotta give Ill Tone his flowers while I'm mentioning him. Shout out to Ill Tone.
yeah.
He's definitely been on a hell of a run. And
Hmm.
to be honest, cause I knew I knew it was gonna happen with Ill Tone because I already seen the small catalog that he had. And luckily you've been putting out some hints. So luckily I don't even have to ask the question, but we're finally gonna get a project from you personally featuring artists.
Yes, sir.
It's about time, about time.
But it's crazy because a lot of people don't know, bro. I've been dropping tapes.
Mm,
I've been dropping tapes, but it's like I also don't force, like the promo and shit. Like I'm a promote my shit as much as a person should, but at the same time, bro, I support who supports me. So it is what it is. But I'm most definitely putting out more tapes. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm getting some decent features on there. I'm not just putting anybody on there on any kind of beat. Like the next one I put out is about to be super structured, for sure,
big facts.
for sure.
So I would say, damn, the question just hit. There it is. So, an artist that you haven't worked with yet.
Hmm.
Name one artist you would want to get on that project that you haven't worked with yet.
Realistically, mm, that's a good question.
Yeah, because I know that's the problem realistically, especially
That's yeah.
with
It's
producers
like
like
real.
us. It's like it can get done, and it's like or it's like
Yeah,
it's already been done.
yeah. I'm gonna say, cause I mean, to be honest, bro, I like low key worked with everyone I ever wanted to work with. At this point, I mean, obviously, it's other people like that's super high up, like oh Drake, shit like that. Me but like right now, like I would say, Babyface Ray,
That
Babyface Ray,
part.
Babyface
That
Ray.
that's definitely gonna be a hit when that one comes out.
Yeah, or
And I
some.
definitely understand how you feel too, because me
Yeah,
personally, I think the only okay, one artist I'm not gonna reveal, because honestly, I feel like that's about to happen anyway. So
hmm,
I'm not even gonna put that out. I feel like the only person on my list realistically right now that like the only person that I really want to work with that's on my list that I haven't worked with yet, I think is Rick Hyde.
Ricky. Yeah, I fuck with Rick. I definitely fuck with Rick.
Once I get
That's
one with
different.
Rick, once I get one with Rick, then it's like, okay, I'm definitely him. Because it's like anybody else is like, I know I can easily just
Yeah,
make the beat or I know your style and send it off or this, that, and the third,
yeah,
or I got to connect this, get you this beat or whatever. But Rick
yeah.
personally is like, as talented as Rick is like getting one with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with Rick, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I met Rick plenty of times. I remember we were in Austin, bro, and he played me this one song, and he had this female on the hook. It was insane, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Like that was my first time really listening to Rick. We went to South by Southwest, and he was playing the song. I'm like, bro, this nigga's different. Everybody on the roster can rap, like really rap. So Rick Hot is definitely I would definitely agree on that for sure. That's a great feature right there.
Rick shows a different dedication.
Hmm.
That's exactly why I wanna work with him. He
For
shows a whole
sure.
different dedication.
And his son, Miles.
I wanna
Shout
hear
out
these songs.
Miles, bro.
I wanna hear these songs he got with Duck,
Who?
Miles.
Yeah,
Rick has said it. I watched that little documentary John he had on his YouTube. He said Miles got a good six with Duck right now.
bro. The ones he did on Black Soprano Eskimo, those
Mm-hmm.
those those was my favorite songs. So what the fuck was it? Karma,
Mm-hmm.
and was it I Did or whatever? I forgot what it was called, but that one was like probably like my favorite one
Yeah,
on
I
the
did
tape.
because
It
that's one of
was
my favorite
I Did,
songs.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I was like,
That's one of
this
my
beat,
favorites right there.
yeah, I'm like, bro, this beat is like perfect. Like that was one of the beats where I'm like, man, I damn near wish I made it. So Miles for sure got it, bro.
No, that
Karma
kid's
and that
lacking.
song right there is gas.
No, definitely shout out to Miles.
Shout out Miles,
So
bro.
when it comes to your production and progress in FL Studio, what is one important thing that you always make sure you do when making a beat?
Master. People make beats and leave Fruity Limiter on there.
I stopped using that shit. Like
You'd be surprised, bro. You'd be surprised, bro. I didn't been in the lab with producers and I'm like, I just wait to see what they do. Sometimes they just never put anything on the master. Just leave Limiter on there. So I would say definitely master and
learn
cut my
that EQ
808.
and multi-band compressor, everybody. It's not that hard.
That's what I'm saying. That shit, bro. Man, like the beat could be so hard, but the mix is so weak, it just voids the whole thing.
Hmm.
So definitely master, 100% every time.
You know, big facts. And then like some people be trying to just like export it without it being mastered
I'd be
or a
confused,
limiter.
bro.
No, that ain't a good move.
I'd be confused, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, that's definitely not a good move because
That shit just come out sounding
especially
crazy.
especially when you're dealing with an engineer that's like that's well in their industry. Like let's say for example, like y'all export the beat, it's just mixed, and then y'all deal with an engineer like John Sparks.
Hmm.
Like, no.
Yeah, bro. Gotta mix the beat, bro. That shit is insane. That should have fucked the whole thing up. I learned that shit quick.
The top engineers in the world, they're not like if your shit ain't if it ain't it, and trust me, I know. Like I don't just engineer shit with my beats. I engineer plenty of songs for plenty of producers, plenty of artists. So I know,
You know, I'm telling you, bro, that shit is irky, bro. That shit get irky, bro.
and then
Engineer not about
and
to
then as
sit
an
there the whole
engineer,
time and mix the beat for you. Definitely not about to
oh,
happen.
I ain't gonna mix it. I'm just gonna have to level that bitch down how I have to, and then do what I have to do and call it a day. And
Yeah,
then when the artist tells me this, that, and the third, I'm like, well, boom, tell the producer that they need a better mix on that thing, and we can get right back to it.
yep.
Cause I don't mind the revise. Like me
Facts.
personally, I don't mind the revise, but like
Doing extra shit. Ain't going, bro.
Got to get to it.
I feel
Got
you
to
on
get
that.
to it. So and one of the last questions that I wanted to ask about the project, like you said, you don't want to just put any artist on there. So aside from Duck, like what like is the you said it's going to be well constructed. So is it going to be one set sound or is it going to be like a variety?
Variety. That's the thing. I feel like a
That
lot of
that
people when they think of my beats, they just immediately think of Detroit kind of beats. Like I make anything. Like y'all just hear a lot of my Detroit placements because they just love using my beats. I make everything. So it's definitely about to be a
and that's the sound right now.
yeah, it's definitely about to like I got Pyrex on there. That's different. That's nowhere near
Shout out to
Detroit.
Pyrex Whipper.
Yeah.
And that's a good one because then that's one right from the hometown.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely a different vibe, bro. I would say variety for sure. I'm trying to hit every kind of genre. The only genre I probably don't do is country, which I'm not knocking country, but um, I probably throw some R&B in there. I don't know. Sample with no drums. Who knows, bro? But it's definitely about to be a variety.
You never know. You might work with Big X to plug and he might change your mind. That's what I
You know what's
learned now.
crazy? I was just having a conversation with someone about this like a week ago. I seen him at South by Southwest when I went. I was trying to find Duck and Zoo for like a half an hour. My phone was like on 5%. I just got off my flight and shit. I'm sweating and shit. I see this big ass nigga across the street with all these people around. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then I just walk up to him, somebody recording him. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Nigga, I think it was like a few months later, and I'm bigger, the largest, whatever the fuck this song is called. His hit song came out like,
The largest.
yeah, the largest. Whenever that came out, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I should have just said so. I should have been like, bro, you want some beats? But yeah, side story. I was like, what the fuck, bro? So random.
Speaking of stories, because and I'm gonna be honest, first of all, because a lot of my friends, like even like some of my cousins, is one of their favorite songs. You actually got one of the top songs on Baby Money's album, literally stamped.
Yeah, that's my
I,
shit, man.
I'm a boss, man. How did that happen?
Man, I got that song placed 2023, bro. So I've been waiting for a minute. And basically, my man's 1-8, who I met like 2022, like once I started getting a little buzz, because Baby Money is my favorite rapper, like as of right now. So I will always hear 1-800. So I'm like, shit, let me try to tap in with him. I'm following 1-800 for like a few months. And like that was back when he was just, on live making beats, which he still does now. And basically, people always want to send him loops. And it took me like 4 or 5 months, bro. Like, cause I remember he was like, if you send me loops, make sure they hard. Or it's raps after that. So I'm like, fuck, like, bro. I sent him, I don't know how many I sent, but the first pack we made was insane. And like off that first pack, he got me my first Baby Money placement, and he got GT on that bitch. Um, but yeah, it's from 1-800, bro. He just texted me and was like, send beats. Sent that bitch in. I think the song was done like in a day, something like that.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah.
that's crazy. 3 years and 3 years
Three
in the waiting.
years, bro. I'm like, this shit never about to come out. I already knew the lyrics and everything. But yeah, basically, he called me like a couple months before the tape came out this year and was like, they about to use the song. And I'm like, damn, I thought that shit was, I forgot about it at this point.
Mm,
But yeah, got that bitch, did a video to it, single too. So yeah, super blessed for that. Shout out 1-800,
Drake
bro.
stamped on it too. He went off on that.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a solo beat,
Mm,
even better. Yeah,
damn.
yeah,
Heard one ain't heard one of those in a minute. That's a lit.
yeah, bro. I needed that. Shout out 1-800, bro.
I say it like this. I def want to hopefully we get a baby money and duck track one day.
Oh
But
my God. Man, if he see this, please. I've been
look,
trying, bro.
look,
I've been trying, bro.
I'll say it like this. Chat clip that. You feel me?
Yeah, facts. I definitely been trying to get that emotion, but that would be insane. Now that would
No,
be super surreal for me. I ain't gonna lie. That would be super surreal.
I, de- I, de- I def see it, bro. And that'd definitely be a hitter. Detroit
Yeah.
to Alaska with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a hitter with that. So with we're basically we're reaching most of the artists that you've been able to work with and stuff like that, and really locking in a variety of sounds with different kind of artists. What's basically next for Beats by Zay for in 2026 going into 2027?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, just more consistency. I think reaching out to more artists because I stopped doing that because like it really just discouraged me, and I didn't really realize that it's a process, and like I was doing that, like I was DMing like rappers every day like for 2 years straight, and like obviously a couple of them answered, but I really didn't get nothing out of it. So I just stopped doing that shit, bro. And I was like, bro, if they want to hear my beats and they want to use my beats, they want to come to me. And it did work, but it did slow down my process up just a little bit. So I would say definitely networking more, reaching out more. Um, Even if it's DMs, like fuck it at this point, like I don't got nothing to lose. But I would definitely say reaching out to more artists for sure.
No, big facts. Everything is the networking, content, like
Hmm.
those are like two of the most important things. But one thing I always tell people is what slows down in quantity will speed up in quality, and better quality comes about. So that's what I usually like to tell people when they're in that type of process.
Yeah.
And so but one thing the oh yeah, cuz and actually, cuz I definitely got some guys out of Baltimore. Last thing I definitely want to talk about is, just the up and coming talents of Baltimore. And definitely shout out to the DMV in general. So it's so many artists who I know that I'm tapped in with out all the way out from DC, Maryland, Virginia, so many people. But, you know, who are some of the ones that you're tapped in with out there that's on the come up, whether it's artists, producers, who are you listening to?
Who I'm listening to in Baltimore, I'm gonna say YG Tech, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I used to listen to Baltimore music heavy, like when I was in high school, which was like 2017, 2016. But right now I mean, for me personally, it's gonna be Tech. I'll listen to other artists, but if I'm about to go and search, it's about to be Tech, 100%. But
I will say when shout out to my boy Swaggiano because he produced like that with him and Peasy. From there on, I tuned
on
in.
on their tape, that's hard. That's hard.
Yeah,
That's hard.
yeah, no, bro's going crazy with the what's that new song that we got out in Philly right now? The Splashing John with O'Malley and Herbo. Going
Yeah,
crazy with that shit right now. Shout out to bro,
random
bro.
shit. That shit fire.
The crazy thing is, I remember the night he was actually making the beat for that shit. That's the crazy part.
Oh, you was
I
there?
be,
Damn.
I don't, I be telling people because I don't like to brag too much on stories like these, but like the Philly culture alone, I've watched a lot of people in there come up, but
Like I literally like I've known Swag since a teenager, and I'm 32. I'm 32 now. I've known Swag since a teenager. So
Yeah,
when I say where he's at now, well deserved.
for
Because
sure.
whether it was being in the studio at the right place at the right time or just wherever, like a lot of the shit, like that splashing beat, I remember the night I heard that beat. I didn't even know it was gonna be this. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you don't even be thinking nothing of it, bro. Like that just be the crazy part.
The crazy thing is he has so many unreleased classics in the tuck from majors and also locals and underground artists that I just be forgetting.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it get like that once you work with everybody who you want to work with and you got so much in the tuck, it's like you don't even think about
yeah,
this shit.
yeah,
It's like,
bro. I agree.
man, but I'll say it like this. Next tour, I say like this. Hopefully, bigger shit. Hopefully we all run into each other again on that shit. So that was definitely a good job, bro. Just running into you on the tour, just
Yeah, bro.
just being able to meet you and everybody out there and shit. And Silver Springs. The crazy thing
Yeah,
is that the crazy thing is like I'll definitely end the podcast off just telling like the Silver Springs like tour part. That night really didn't end for us because we left the show. What happened? We left the show. Oh yeah, we went to go get some food. I don't know what street we ended up on, but the same street we was on, we went to go get Taco Bell. First of all, they had liquor in the Taco Bell. I'm like, y'all got
that's
liquor?
fucking crazy, bro.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
the fuck?
Bro, I said to
That's
like niggas got
diabolical,
liquor in the Taco Bell. Yeah, I can't. I said, yeah, I can't live down here. I can't.
bro.
I
Fuck
cannot live
no.
down here.
I never see no shit like that.
Yeah, I forgot what street that's on. I'm gonna definitely ask the guys at the studio because what happened was there was a studio hiding in plain sight that we didn't know about until somebody spotted it. But right
Yeah.
before that happened, Derringer was at a restaurant
Uh,
that like on the same sidewalk down the street. So it's like,
yeah.
what's Derringer just randomly doing here? And then next thing you know, he left, and then one of my friends found the studio. Shout out to the kitchen. We
Yeah.
went there and just recorded the whole night, and then just shit.
Yeah. Random, just random shit, bro. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. The night,
I definitely never heard no alcohol being in Taco Bell in Maryland, bro. That's just crazy. What
I'm
the fuck?
definitely when I search it up and find it, bro, I'll definitely send it to you. But
Yeah,
that shit
send that
wasn't.
shit to me. That's crazy as fuck, bro.
Yeah, that
That's
shit that,
funny as fuck.
that shit was insane. I'm so glad I didn't have a lot more money on me. But
Nah, real shit. Real shit, man. I really wish it was a studio out that bitch that we all could have went to after.
man, I'll say it like this: if I'd have known about the kitchen beforehand, I would have told niggas. But we didn't know about it until literally like we had to walk and like explore to find that shit. And the next thing you
Yeah,
know, they let us just record in there just on the house for the night. I'm like, oh
damn.
shit,
That's
that
love.
was a good joint. So I was like, damn, definitely
Hell
wish niggas
yeah.
would. I think Tone did try to call Benny, but he might have been busy. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that was still a good night though. But I
Yeah.
definitely I definitely appreciate you coming here, you know, hopping up on this joint.
Hell yeah, bro.
Definitely like I said, definitely long overdue. Definitely, we definitely talked about some great shit. I'm not even gonna lie. The only thing that I probably didn't express is that before before your project, hopefully we get like just a whole album from you and Duck. Like just a whole album.
You wanna know something crazy? He just told me a great title for that bitch about a month ago. We gonna call it Tripping.
Duck, We need
Yeah, we
that.
gonna call that bitch tripping, bro. Honestly, we could drop that bitch right now if we want.
Chat, clip that when this
Yeah,
comes
we can
out.
drop that bitch right now, bro. We got hella songs, bro. Trust me, we can drop that bitch right now,
Garrett say, I'm
man.
not even gonna lie. Summertime coming. I think we gonna need that. Summertime
Man,
coming. We need some. We like niggas gotta be turned for the summer. I ain't even gonna lie. Niggas gotta be turned for the summer.
trust,
And I
bro.
feel it.
These
And I feel
these
that shit's coming back.
these next 3 months was about to be, yeah. Next 3 months about to be insane, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This, yeah. Next 3 months about
Man,
to be sweet, bro, for sure.
y'all heard it first here, man. It's about to be up. Y'all heard it first. Y'all
Oh
already
yeah,
know how we do it because your boy 215 got beats, aka Streets, aka you already know this. The legendary Baltimore's own Beats by Say. Like I said, y'all, by the time this interview drops, them analytics is probably gonna say 3 million streams, maybe more. And
who
trust me,
knows?
this interview is literally gonna drop like literally in the next like 5 6 days. But even at
Yeah,
that, I'm probably just gonna let y'all know them analytics is probably gonna hit 3 million. So y'all better get on board now.
for
That's
sure.
all I'm gonna say, bro.
Of
But I def appreciate you, bro. You def
course,
enjoy the
bro.
night, bro.
Anytime, bro.
Look, I'm gonna say it like this: the next episode will probably be when we're on tour.
Let me know, bro. Whatever tour is, I'm there for sure. I got you.
I ain't gonna lie. Actually, now that I mention it, not even on some tour shit, but I am going to be in Baltimore May 22nd. One of my homies is performing down there. I'll send you the flyer.
Let me know. I'll be here.
Yeah, I'll definitely send you the flyer. D Scale Harris is going to be performing there too. Along LBE Hunt, he's going to be there. It's gonna be some people there.
Send it to me. Send it to me.
No, definitely. You already know, bro. I got you, bro. You be safe.
You too, bro.